Hello, and welcome to Afternoon Tea with Karen. And today I'm catching up on my Nazi research for my Nazi playlist.
Being PG-13 as possible. But yeah, they have diversity barriers, snipers. It looks like they're locking down. It's becoming a complete police state because it's insane where they think, what is the most dangerous threat to the Australian people right now? This is what is it? This is the Albanese. Who is Albanese? I want to get this right. Is he a prime minister? The prime minister of Australia. Okay, cool. So I was right. But yeah, this is what he thinks is the most dangerous threat to Australia right now.
To follow on Ruben's question, is radical Islam, in your view, the greatest domestic security threat Australia faces?
Well,
It's kind of like, hold on, let me. He said, is radical, that religion, the biggest threat to Australians right now?
assessments are that that is one of the issues that we're dealing with. But I want to deal with all of the threats.
Okay, yeah. That's the only one that's on our mind because that's the only one that shot up a whole bunch of people for 20 minutes straight. And then also, the only person that actually got the guy that was on the bridge, the one that lost his life, the father, he was shot by a male detective with a handgun that was just waiting for an opportunity to get him. So all the female cops there, beyond disgraceful.
Whether it be extremist perversions of Islam leading to support for the ideology promoted by ISIS, whether it be also concerned about the issue of sovereign citizens killing police.
Whoa. So you.
Yeah, he doesn't know what that's about. The police have been sent to people's houses who are mentally unstable to confiscate their weapons and have lost their lives very recently in Queensland and New South Wales. Izzy Freeman might come to mind. Anyway.
Like, this is nuts.
In Victoria and Queensland, I'm concerned about neo-Nazis thinking it's okay.
You know what? We should all be concerned about neo-Nazis, but honestly, I can't find a single incident of them doing a mass incident, getting free reign to pop people for 20 minutes anywhere in the globe, because it would be an atrocity. It's insane. We don't want that to happen. But you're talking about, this is like the ultimate straw man. I haven't seen it. The only time I've seen neo-Nazis committing mass acts of violence would be when there was the Azov battalion and the liberals' favorite military, the Ukrainian military.
Oh, he's going a bit off topic now. This is from the Age the other day. Oh, and I did a terrible screenshot. Neo-Nazis chilling threats as government investigates homeschooling network. So using a carriageway to threaten and intimidate, and they went to prison in previous video. The newly freed leader of Australia's largest neo-Nazi group has vowed violent revenge, and one of his chief lieutenants has threatened a state MP as the Victorian government investigates concerns the group is running an illegal homeschooling network. So that's what all the drama's about. Anyway, a government probe into the secretive mothers group of neo-Nazi National Socialist Network has enraged the group. On Monday, a threat was made to Government Minister Gabrielle Williams by group member Jimone Roberts, was reported to Parliamentary Security and will be referred to police after Williams expressed concern about NSM homeschooling. During his September bail hearing for assault charges, Sewell flagged the NSN had expanded into building homeschooling networks and running community events around the country. The Victorian government said it had asked the education regulator to investigate the matter. When Williams raised concern about the news of the NSN's homeschooling network over the weekend, saying actions might be needed, Roberts posted a photo online with a warning: Gabrielle should be wary of the rhetoric that she engages in. Last month, 2 Nazis were charged by the Australian Federal Police over threats to MPs. And last week, Sewell's appearance on live stream hosted by a British white supremacist to brag of the serious money and influence now flooding his group as its recruitment numbers soar. He said some stuff. A former recruit said some stuff. An expert on something said some stuff. The NSN Mothers Group have been expanding, posting photos online of regular events, usually featuring more than half a dozen women and children in each state. Is a crime to run an unregistered school in Victoria. And in February, the Allen government tightened laws, even further, increasing penalties to 23,700 for those who don't comply with child safety rules and other standards. Sewell's friend Blair said kids should opt for homeschooling because the school system is corrupt and dangerous. A government spokesperson said parents who choose to homeschool their children have a responsibility to do the right thing and provide a safe and quality education, so long as they comply with child and safety rules and other standards. Now, some other things that have been on the news: the South African Nazi arriving back home, tattoos and T-shirts.
Neo-Nazi Matthew Gruter, who had his Australian visa revoked following a protest outside New South Wales Parliament, has arrived in South Africa this morning. Let's go live now to Isabel Mullen, who's in Canberra. Izzy, he is remaining defiant, we understand.
He is, Mon. Good morning. Really heated scenes in Johannesburg after Matthew Gruter and his family landed there. We have this exclusive video to show you. This is the very first time that we've seen Matthew Gruter after he was booted out of the country. His visa revoked by Immigration Minister Tony Burke yesterday. He and his family forced to leave from Sydney, and he appeared very unhappy upon returning home.
Murderers, rapists, they get to stay. I get detained 6 hours after having my visa cancelled by the minister himself. I just stood there over some nonsense.
A father has been arrested after allegedly flaunting Nazi tattoos at a busy Newcastle beach on Christmas Eve. If found guilty, the 36-year-old could face up to a year behind bars.
A towel in hand with kids in tow, a family trip to Bar Beach in Newcastle on Christmas Eve has landed 36-year-old Andrew Laurent in hot water. Behind this blur, alleged Nazi hate symbols, SS bolts and the words white power tattooed on his calf.
Self-evidently ridiculous that it would be illegal to put a Nazi symbol on a bedsheet, but you can put it on your body.
Ben Parsons spotted the tattoos, allegedly linked to white supremacist ideology.
I thought it was shocking, pretty offensive, especially 9 days after we've just had the largest terrorist attack on Australian soil.
Ben reported the alleged racist body ink to police. 3 days later, Mr Laurent was arrested at a home in Urunga, south of Coffs Harbour. He's now charged with 2 offences related to displaying Nazi symbols and faces up to 12 months behind bars, as well as a fine up to $11,000.
At the moment, I think we all need to be the best Australians we can be and have solidarity and unity and stand together in erasing racism and erasing fascism.
It was only 3 years ago the New South Wales Parliament passed laws making the public display of Nazi symbols a criminal offence.
There's no place for it. As far as people who are propagating that or responsible for tattooing it, they should be ashamed of themselves. We're going to do everything we can to stamp out hate in our community.
And you're such a concerned citizen, you took down his number plates and gave it to the police because I can't work out how else they would have arrived at his house. Anyway, next we've got a T-shirt worn by a Palestine supporter, not a Nazi. Same sort of laws, though.
Just imagine wearing a T-shirt down to the beach, being arrested by police, being put on 3 charges of causing offence, dropping $100,000 on lawyers, being maligned in the entire mainstream media for wearing said T-shirt, and then the police dropping the charges a year later. Well, imagine no more. That's what happened to Andrew Brown, a businessman, a supporter of Palestine and a former deputy mayor of Mossman. He'll be seeking costs now that the charges have been dropped. He wanted his day in court, but the police have walked away from their charges because probably they were on a hiding to nothing. We're talking about political free speech. So he'd have a damages claim against New South Wales Police for malignant or malign prosecution because Brown was threatening to invoke Australia's constitution and its implied rights or protections for political communication. And he had the money to do it. So there's going to be a costs hearing probably in March, and we'll see what happens from then. But what happened here is that Andrew Brown went down to Bondi Beach last summer, a little over a year ago, wearing a T-shirt saying, "Fuck Israel, fuck Zionism," or "fuck Zionists." Sorry, I haven't got it in front of me here. And he was arrested by police. Magically, the TV cameras or the Daily Telegraph was on the scene to photograph the incident. And so he was arrested, cuffed, and paraded around Bondi like some kind of criminal.
And I just took that from that if you want to watch the rest of it.
It's insane to me that, one, I have to censor it this much, but insane to me that he's trying to draw these parallels. There's only one group that was shooting them on Bondi Beach. Talk about that, you fucking idiot.
To march down our streets dressed in black, not worrying about their faces being covered, explicitly promoting that as well.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to say, I've got a bit of time, so we'll go back to Elbo's speech.
Let's worry about that.
Some of these things are not new. James Salim, National Action person, tried to kill Eddie Fundi from the African National Congress when I was a student. I was a candidate against that reprehensible fascist.
And that's the thing that I'm always irritated at. Whenever you have an incident, not even an incident that is related to it, whenever there's an incident that occurs that just reinforces the politician's pre-existing platform. If you ran on something and said, you know what, I ran on it, I haven't fixed it, but here's a reason why I need more power to fix it. It's just you standing on the graves as a soapbox to say, see guys, I was right. Give me more power to strip more of your rights away.
Yeah, no, I think he's just saying random stuff to try and string the time out longer so he doesn't have to answer any more questions. But in general, I do agree with you.
It's him saying, you know what, because this group did something terrible, now I get to be empowered to do what I was always trying to do in the first place. Absolutely disgusting.
At Sydney University in 1983. This has been around a long period of time. There are issues have escalated.
You're making stuff up. They asked you, is this type of extremism the biggest problem Australians face? And you started going on a tirade of what you campaigned on however many years ago. Disgusting. Then what is it? The one guy on Twitch said, Phil Rican says, never let a good tragedy go to waste. And that's exactly what they're doing here.
And out of time. See you later. Bye.